In this video, we will learn how are deserts formed. When we think of a desert, this kind of a sandy picture comes to our mind, right? But then that's not the only desert. There are basically 4 types of deserts. The first one is hot and dry desert, which exist in the subtropical region. They exist along the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. At subtropical region, it is due to pressure differences and circulation patterns of air masses hinders the formation of clouds. And that is why there is very little rainfall on the land, which eventually causes subtropical deserts. Basically, a subtropical region is a high pressure zone. If you want to know why it is like that, then please watch this video. In this I have explained why subtropical region has high pressure. The link to this video will be there in the description. The second type of desert is rain shadow desert. I want you to watch the video where I have explained different types of rainfall. In that, I have explained about orographic rain. So there are 2 sides of a mountain. One is the windward side and the other is the leeward side. By looking at the name, you can easily figure out that windward means the side of the mountain which faces a lot of wind. As a result, this side of the mountain faces a lot of rainfall. And leeward side is the opposite side, where it is dry and there is no wind. That means there is very little or no rainfall at all on the leeward side of a mountain. So these semi-arid and cold winter deserts are found on the leeward side of a mountain, which are also known as rain shadow deserts. When moisture hits a mountain range, it is forced to rise. As a result, the air cools and forms cloud. Because of that, it rains on the windward side of the mountain. After that, when the air moves over the mountain top and begins to descend on the other side, there is very little moisture left. That descending air warms up, making it difficult to form clouds. Hence, there is no rain on the leeward side of the mountain. So the region on the leeward side of a mountain becomes a desert. Some examples of rain shadow deserts are Mongolia's Gobi Desert, the eastern part of Western Ghats. If you look at the state of Karnataka, you will find many mini deserts which are located on the eastern side of the Western Ghats. Another example is the Sahara Desert, where the northern part of the African continent is covered with Atlas Mountains that blocks the wind from the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The third type of desert is coastal deserts. When cold ocean currents blow towards the shore, these winds are cold because they are in contact with cold water, and they produce a layer of fog, which is a thick cloud of tiny water droplets that are too small to fall as rain. This heavy fog moves on to the land, but the sun's heat makes them disappear during the day. Since there is no rain, the coastal region turns into a desert. Some examples of coastal desert includes the Namib Desert in southwestern Africa and Atacama Desert in Chile. Finally, we have the fourth type, that is cold and polar desert. Examples of polar desert are Antarctica, Alaska, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia. In India, we have Ladakh, which is a cold desert. Even Mongolia's Gobi Desert is a cold desert, but it is also a rain shadow desert. Patagonian Desert in Argentina is also a cold desert. Cold deserts are found in temperate regions at higher altitudes and are located at the center of the continent. Because of the low temperatures, pressure, moisture, distance from sea, and poor vegetation, precipitation is very low in these regions. So the important point that you have to remember is that all these different types of deserts have one thing in common. They lack humidity and moisture. When there is less humidity or moisture, that's when there is a shortage of rain. A desert is an area that receives very little precipitation.